forest. Cynthia, mink forest what? Well, anyway, there is Cynthia Ray on our left, our cousin formerly known as Cynthia Stone, and Carole on the right. And we are at some country club in Wellington, Florida. In case you don't know where Wellington is, it's immediately adjacent to Palm Beach, Florida. And this is the clubhouse, and it's Sunday morning, March the, what's the date, folks?
March 13th.
March 13th, and we're getting ready to go through those doors, and immediately to the right is a large room in which many of Uncle Loren's paintings are on display, and that's the reason we're here, to see those and to photograph them. Beautiful day here in southern Florida. Just doing a 360 here to give you some idea of what this part of the country looks like. It's Sunday morning, and immediately after we see these photographs, or not photographs, paintings, we'll be getting in the car to make our return trip to Albany, Georgia. Isn't it a beautiful area down here? Okay, well, hello again. This is my first cousin, Cynthia Ray, who is the daughter of my father's brother, Loren Stone, the late and great Loren Stone. And what are we going to be seeing here, Cynthia?
We're going to be seeing an example of all of the paintings that Daddy had done when he died. Most of these paintings were done after he moved up to the Wellington and Palm Beach area. And there's been a showing at Binks Forest, and it will be up for 6 weeks to 2 months. We're very excited about it, and so let's take a look at some of the paintings
and away we
we've
go.
got here.
Okay, we'll begin with the one right above the table there in the lower right.
Okay, that's a picture. Mother and Dad traveled extensively during their retirement years, and that is an oil of either probably a French village with a cathedral in the background. That's one of my favorites, and I'd taken it up to Washington, D.C. when I moved there.
And the one right above it?
That is in Martinique. It's sailing in the harbor, and the mountain is Mount Pelée on that. And the small one to the left is also the same.
Small one to the left on top?
On top.
I see.
The one below that is a Hawaiian marketplace. The one below that is a scene of the fox hunting here in Wellington. When Wellington first started, we had a fox hunt. Now it's all that land is taken by houses. That's another Wellington scene. The one above that, though...
another Wellington scene right here?
Down below.
Okay.
The one above it is a scene from Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things, because of the preeminence of polo here in Wellington, that Daddy started drawing in his the last 5 years of his life were polo scenes, and these are pencil sketches.
I see these right here. Oh, these are pencil?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, the Wellington area, for those who are not familiar with the area, as you were telling me last night, is a really sort of a center for polo in this country, right?
For polo and horse shows, and it is also where Prince Charles came to play twice. The top one here is the scene of the Biltmore Hotel in Palm Beach, and it's painted from West Palm Beach, so you've got some of the sailing boats in the foreground. And Daddy was very fond of painting Florida beaches, as we'll see as we go along.
As we see right here. Okay, and then moving on.
And moving on, this was
another polo.
Another polo, one of Daddy's first attempts, and it's an acrylic. And above it is on one of his travels to California. That's
I thought so.
That's the redwoods at
the California redwood, right?
At your, yeah. and that is a watercolor. I have about 250 paintings that, and many of these were done by from sketches.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he always traveled with a sketchbook.
I see. He would
And-
sketch it out, then go back and do the finished thing, huh?
And he would make notes in the shorthand that he took at college, which he could still read.
Now, this is a, well, this is not a beach scene, or is it?
No, that's one of the large Royal Poinciana trees
Which
in
is
bloom.
peculiar to what part of the country? This part of the country?
In South Florida and also the Caribbean islands, you'll find them,
And then we have two more pencil sketches here of
of the horses.
horses.
And then you got the little European sketches.
And where are you looking, to your left?
I'm looking at the top,
At the very top one?
yes. Then when you come around...
That's an unusual frame. I know we're not here to see frames, but is that something you picked out, or?
No, that had come from the house in Yonkers, New York.
I see. And then we have some small paintings over here. I'm going to have to sort of turn around. And what about these stacks of three here?
The top picture is a Roman arch. That was done in 1930 when Daddy and Andrew Stevens took a trip to Europe.
Uh-huh.
And I have quite a few sketches, all done in 1930 from Germany, from Switzerland, from London, and I'm sure some of the places from Germany don't exist now. And the opera house.
So this was done in the 30s, you say?
The top one was done in 1930, and it's
Well,
dated.
that was before you and I were born, Cynthia.
That's right.
And the center one is also
the center
Germany?
is from Italy. That's Mount Etna, and he would have done a sketch of that in the early 1950s because Mother and Dad took their daughter Cynthia on the European tour.
Their daughter Cynthia, meaning
Yes, me.
you.
And we went into this town, Taormina, something like that. And he said, now, this is the same view that I painted in 1930, and it is in the bathroom at home, and he updated it.
Okay. All right, and moving right
Okay.
along. Loren was very partial to landscapes, outdoor scenes, right?
That's right.
And this
And
is,
he
I'm
was
looking at the lower one here on the bottom.
okay. Well, he was especially prolific when he moved into the Wellington area, which was after Mother died.
Uh-huh.
And he was very, very concerned that he hadn't left his daughter with cash. Very concerned. So he did a lot of painting, and that was showing his love, on that.
This is a beach scene. Do you know what
Well,
this scene is? This looking out over Lake Worth by any chance?
Yes, that's what that is. The one on top is just one of the numerous canals in the Wellington area. Now, Wellington is in the western part of Palm Beach County.
Now, Lake Worth, we should mention, when your parents first moved down here, they built a home right on Lake Worth, so... They did not? Oh, I thought they did.
No.
Oh, okay, well...
No, no, you can edit this.
I'm
But
wrong
when-
again.
When they first moved down, they moved into a home in Lauderdale by the Sea, which was on the water.
Oh.
They never built down here.
Oh, okay,
No.
well...
No.
Okay, we're looking at the lower one here. Once again, we have some horses.
That's right. There was a fox hunt here in Wellington called Palm Beach Fox Hunt. And we used to be able to use all of the land here, which is now developed with houses. And Daddy found that particularly exciting. And also it was an opportunity that I rode with that hunt, too, through the canals.
This is a beautiful scene here.
That's out at White Fences.
Now,
So-
where is White Fences?
It's west of here, and it's just native, virgin land, pretty much.
Now, this painting here, Cynthia, as you were telling us, has some very, very, very special significance. You want to tell us about this painting?
This is not only the painting that I like best, but it's because of the vibrancy of the color. but it was the last painting that Daddy did. He was 89 years old when he died. He had entered the hospital about 3 weeks before his death just for a regular chemotherapy treatment, we thought, and did not come out. And he had mentioned that there was one painting that I hadn't seen, and this was it. And I just think it's the best one he's ever done.
It's beautiful.
I think it's so inspired. I mean, the lives, and really that was so indicative of the way he faced death.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was a gentleman to the end, and he was upbeat, and he was comforting, and he left happy. Except, as I said, he felt very guilty about not having an estate. But so I love that.
Well, these don't look like the sort of things that Loren
Daddy
typically painted.
Daddy did those when Mother bought the frames and
Oh.
needed some pictures
Oh.
for her wall up in Yonkers, New York.
So
and,
this was strictly a decorator
this
objective.
was, what can you do in 5 minutes, Loren, because I need it now. That's it. These are two watercolors of the hunt scenes, and you'll note that Daddy put the hounds in the front. And I think the hounds have kind of a smiling.
They do.
They smile, and the tails are up there and wagging. And I'm particularly fond of his
It's like this one that you
watercolors. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And here we have another polo.
No, that's fox hunting.
Is that fox hunting?
Yes, Dad.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's just.
I see. Okay. Well, now this is polo. I know.
That's
I recognize the
that
hockey.
little ball.
I recognize the hockey puck on the ground there.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. This was down at Palm Beach Stadium here, and as we mentioned, that's where Charles played, and it's been very well received.
And we have a fox hunt on my left here, right?
Yes.
See, I'm learning.
Yeah.
And we have the dogs in the foreground again.
And up in the back, Daddy was very fond also of not only doing the canals, but you'll notice in a lot of these paintings that there are little red roofs. There's one there on the right-hand side. Because Daddy felt that not only the red roofs of Wellington, but he connected those with the red roofs of Europe.
Okay, and then going to our left and on the bottom, this is predominantly pastels here.
The bottom is a watercolor done when he and Mother were in Monte Carlo. Again, he probably did the sketch and then came back and painted it when they were living in Lauderdale by the sea. That, too, is one of my favorites and went with me when I moved up to Washington, D.C. for a time.
And the one up above?
The one above is Boynton Inlet, which is here in Florida and is very, very rough. And it's a very angry inlet. We have another, are you down below or?
Yeah, I'm down lower left.
Okay, this is a scene, Daddy lived in Wellington with me for 3 years after Mother died, and the last 3 years of his life he spent at a retirement community on the waters of Lake Worth, which is about 15 miles from here, and this was a view from his window. They were during the summer when they were working on the bridge. It's interesting also to me that the building that's shown here, when Bill Ray was alive, that was headquarters for our building company. Only one floor.
Bill meaning Bill Ray.
Yeah.
Cynthia's deceased husband.
Yes.
And flowers, this is also something that Loren didn't really spend a lot of his time painting, right?
That's right. I think we have 3. We've only got a couple here.
And the upper scene.
The upper scene, there is just a small fox hunt
Okay.
here in
And then going over to our left bottom.
There's a restaurant up in Jupiter on the water, And Daddy, through his background of illustrating, you know, during his professional years, liked to do people. And so this is just a sketch that he did of ladies, I'm sure a cocktail hour.
And
Another fox
another
hunt.
fox hunt.
Now, up the top are trees from North Carolina area. I don't know what they call them.
What about this one, Cynthia?
Down below.
Yeah.
That again is the fox hunt coming through the trees, and if you look closely, you'll see a horse jumping. So they're approaching a fence there.
There's the horse jumping. You did a little jumping in your time, did you not, Cynthia?
I certainly did.
Cynthia, being the modest person she is, does not mention her notoriety. Cynthia was a internationally known, shall we call you horsewoman or equestrian or both?
Equestrian.
Equestrian.
Yes. I was national champion, American Horse Show Association champion, as a child, winning it at Madison Square Garden.
Okay, let's go to the left.
Did
left
we do
below.
the top one?
Well, I did it, but we didn't.
Quickly?
Yeah, okay.
That's all right. That's Palm Beach scene
Okay.
of the Biltmore Hotel.
Okay.
And are you getting all four at one time?
Well, right now I'm getting this center.
Okay, the center is, as you can see, a canal fishing scene here in South Florida.
And immediately to its right, we
Right,
have
yes.
another pencil sketch, right?
That's right, of the polo game.
And to the left of the center
Is
is another
Another
polo.
polo.
And up above, we have
Up above, again, we have a Palm Beach scene. There are three bridges going over to Palm Beach. This is just another bridge looking into one of the large condominiums.
okay, and then moving to our left, the large picture to the left of the polo sketch. What do we have here?
Again, that's the hounds and the hunting, and they're coming through the numerous trees that are down here.
The picture above, you get a feeling of a lot of activity when you look at that.
Well, and that is a picture of Gucci, which is a very exclusive shop on Worth Avenue here. And it is located in one of the original buildings done by Addison Meisner, who was the primary architect here in Palm Beach.
And then to the lower left, a picture that's partially obstructed there by something.
That is of the Jupiter Lighthouse and also the Jupiter Inlet, which is on the north end of, I guess, Palm Beach. Right on the other side of that is Hope Sound.
And up above, we have a fox hunt.
We have fox hunt. Daddy did two aerial pictures, and one is of the fox hunt, which is what you're looking at now.
And then up above, we
Up
have
above is beach activity.
most of these paintings are post-retirement, right?
Our part?
He painted most all of these, everything we're seeing during the period he was retired, after he left New York,
Very,
right?
very much so, and most of these were done in the last 10 years of his life. He
So-
had more time then. Before that, he devoted much of his time to the needs of his wife and his dedication to her.
So he literally probably had easel and brush before him every day, huh?
That's right. He'd do 2 and 3 of them.
Okay.
Up top,
Well, we didn't get any commentary on this one right here. This is interesting.
down below.
Yeah.
That was done many years ago, and it hung in the house in Yonkers, New York, and it came down through Lauderdale by the sea, and then up to me, and it's of Istanbul Harbor. Again, illustrating the many trips he and Mother took.
And we have
That's a beach scene. There's a private beach, which is now open to the public in Palm Beach, called Clark Avenue. And that's it, and that's in the background, one of the large homes.
and then up above we
Is another horse scene with riders amongst the trees.
and another beach scene on the lower left here. And the center one, the
is a canal scene with someone showing, I guess a father showing his young son how to fish.
right. It's a beautiful picture on top of the horses. Today.
That's of one of the horse farms here in the background. You can see it with the red roofs. And Daddy called that Friendship. So that was one of the first ones he did.
I'm down at the lower right here.
Okay. That is one of the coastlines, or the beach apparently, by Golden Gate in San Francisco. It looked to me like it was from Greece, but it is marked Golden Gate coast. And that is a scene of the Jupiter lighthouse as you would see it from the air.
Now, where is the Jupiter Lighthouse?
That's in North Palm Beach, and in the distance you can see the Atlantic Ocean. And then in the foreground is Harpoon Louie's, which is a restaurant up there.
And then on the very top.
There's horses crossing a canal, which is one of the dangers of hunting here in Florida. You have to very slowly let them find their own way to get down and up, back up.
And this is not one of Loren's, this is a print, but what's the background on this?
Well, it had been given to me by a friend in Washington, D.C., and it is from 1892. She knew I liked horses, and it had belonged in her family, and that is the original frame and matting. The background of it is, or the backing of it is in wallpaper.
Oh, really? And here we have, would you call this an outdoor scene?
Well, I would call it very freeing. Let's call it a freeing scene. I came home when Daddy was about 87, and he had been painting in the afternoon, and he said, well, I want to see, he said, I've done a painting, and he said, I don't know what you'll think of it. And he showed me this, and I had never seen him do anything of this description, which includes a very, very well-developed young lady.
Yes, I see.
without clothes.
And yes, we noticed.
Now, he called,
Oh, he called it...
He called it swimming, and I said, no, Daddy, I said, I'm going to call it memories. And I
Okay.
think that's going to stay in the family.
And run the center here on top, this is another, what's,
That's another scene across one of the lakes, because you have parks on the other side, and these are large, I believe, pine trees, and then the banyan trees.
and then we have another,
Fox
this-
hunting.
just,
Oh,
no,
you're
on
down,
the
you're
lower.
down below. That is an Italian mountain village. Again, done from sketches that from our 1950s trip.
I'm going to go right up to the top. We have another, this is a fox hunt.
That's right, down here in Florida, and you can see a grouping of trees in the background.
And then here we have, these have some
Are you talking
quite
about?
varied, I'm right here in the center.
Oh, okay. These are again Florida trees, and you can see the golfing in the background. Someone's in a sand trap, which shows the
My
humor.
kind of golf.
That's right. It shows the humor that are in many of these paintings.
And the top one is,
On top is again Martinique Harbor, representing the trips that he and Mother took, and that is Mount Paley in the background.
and then the lower left. we
The
have-
lower left is a small picture of the Istanbul harbor that we saw the large one of previously.
And up
And
above that,
we have another of the flower paintings that he had done.
And
And the
then-
last one that we have here on exhibition is what I call Following the Hounds, and it's a smaller picture, and it's gay, and it's just a nice one, another good one.
well, Cynthia, we have gone through, how many
well-
paintings here, you think? I'm
How
gonna move to
many
the right
paintings?
there, I need to get
75?
away. You say about 75?
Yes, yeah, they're about 75 here.
And we had the good pleasure of spending a weekend Cynthia's home, and there are more paintings at the house.
That's right.
We viewed probably
And more
another,
watercolors, we looked at those last night, and,
we probably looked at another 50 or 60 paintings.
yeah.
But Cynthia's been an enjoyable weekend, and what a pleasure it is to see all these paintings by Loren. To say that Loren was talented, of course, is quite an understatement. But as we sign off here, is there anything you would like to say about what we've seen today or about your father?
Well, I think I'll just say it for the weekend. It's been wonderful having you here. I love you, and so does Charlie. Charlie is the Jack Russell Terrier that got the very unique pleasure of having a bath by
In the tub.
in the tub
No less.
by Alan.
I see.
And I haven't asked him to, but that's enough.
And that's the way it is on this
That's
Sunday
it.
morning, March the
That's it.
13th, 1994, as we've
And you're on your
viewed a
way.
little panorama of paintings by Loren
And
B. Stone.
Carole is reviewing them. But this will be a wonderful record.